And I did think it's very apt to play that about the wake up, everybody, because it's one thing to lie awake, when you're being bugged by a mosquito in the summer heat. It's a whole different ball game if you're lying awake, fretting over your future income sources, retirement sources. And so that's why it's such an honor and privilege to have Nico Kleynhans back in studio, a financial advisor, talking about those emails that he gets that keep him awake at night.
In any one day, I will get about 200 emails. And for many of them, I can dispose of it in 10 seconds. Thank you, but I don't want to buy your Bitcoin. I'm not interested in this wonderful new business idea that you have. And the proposal you're making is illegal for the following reasons.
Okay.
So those are easy to deal with. But every now and then I get an email where somebody's put some effort into their thinking. And a typical would be, I'm 55 years old. I have 3 million rand in my pension fund, and I want to draw 1.5 million rand of that 3 million to start a business. And that business will then generate 10,000 rand a month for me. And then the rest of my money, I want another 7.5, 8,000 rand a month. This is the idea I want to do. What do you think?
Sure.
Now, in what I've described, this particular listener has made 6 mistakes. And now you've got to start saying, okay, now how do I, in a logical way, indicate what those mistakes are and why that is never going to happen? The first issue is that when you go on pension, you can take 1/3 of your pension money up front. Not half. He wants to take half. Of the 1/3 that you take up front, you're allowed to take 500,000 without paying tax.
Okay.
But that 500,000 is an allowance during your life. So if you at the age of 20 left a job and there was 20,000 that was paid out, SARS remembers and takes that 20,000 off your 500,000. And then 10 years later, you took 100,000. They take another 100,000 off that 500,000. So by the time he gets to where he is now, he has not got 500,000 free of tax, and he is now going to have to give SARS another 300,000 tax. And he didn't take that into account. So now he's got a business plan that needs 1.5 million, and he's only going to have 700,000.
Yeah.
Because the rest is going to go to SARS, and he's never going to be entitled to. That's going to make the business plan difficult. He needs a minimum of 10,000 rand a month to live on, and he is not going to get that as a monthly pension on what's left. He's going to be lucky if he gets 7.5.
Sure.
In addition to that, 80% of new businesses crash within 5 years. And they don't crash because the idea was unsound. And they don't crash because the idea was never going to work. They generally crash because the entrepreneur is undercapitalized. And now he's already starting a business. And even by his calculations, he's going to be undercapitalized by 50%. So now you've got to sit down with this particular person who's already 55 and say, we're going to need to look at your plan, and we're going to need to try and reduce the risk that is attached to it. Because if you make a mistake at 55, how are you going to recover to get back on track again? Now, those kind of challenges I consider a problem.
They're massive.
They're massive. And you don't want to scare people. You can't be totally negative. At least this person is trying and thinking ahead, but has not thought realistically. The second kind of email that scares and also gets me angry. It would say, I've decided during my pension years to trade in foreign currency.
Okay.
I have found this cute idea. It's going to cost me so much. And as I look at that program, I can easily make 50,000 rand per month in your dreams. Because that particular software they've given you is not based on reality. That is a monopoly type software.
A game.
It is designed that whatever you do, you cannot lose money. It is impossible to lose money. In reality, if you do trade in foreign currency, you will know that exchange rates change from second to second, that in any one day, the South African rand can swing by up to 4%, up and down, up and down. You literally have to be watching the boards 24 hours a day. And if you're not able to do that, how are you going to simulate what this software is doing? The reality is going to be different. So if you are getting to retirement and the plan looks too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. It doesn't mean you can't find a business idea, but it does mean it's going to take a lot more homework.
Nico, thank you so much. And let's be real and let's be clever and let's be cautious. Thanks for some great advice this morning.
Thank you.